You mightn't think a film with two American stars hogging most of a film's speaking roles would qualify it as an Australian film, but this is one of the best and most iconic films of the Ozploitation era. Road Games from 1981 stars Stacey Keach and Jamie Lee Curtis. Keach is an American truck driver working the highways of South Australia. He obviously has a lot of thinking time between towns. South Australia is about 1.5 times the size of Texas, and it's mostly desert. Along his route, he begins to notice a green van being driven recklessly and starts to think its driver might be responsible for a series of deaths being reported on the news as being along his usual route, which probably also places him on the list of suspects. Jamie Lee Curtis is the pretty young hitchhiker he collects along the way, who fits the description of most of the other people the killer has unalived. The screenplay by Everett DeRoche has some good dialogue, great dialogue, and sets up director Richard Franklin for some atmospheric work that does make the most of the creepy, desolate South Australian landscape. The film nods to Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window. Imagine that film set on a highway. That's probably the elevator pitch. It really is a respected film. Plenty of road movies in the half century since have tried to imitate it and failed. Brian May, not to be confused with the guy from Queen, composed the score. This Brian May really innovated original TV music composition in Australia and is best known for doing the music for Mad Max. This was a time when Australia had a very generous 150% tax write-off for money invested in Australian film production. So producers here could say, I want Stacey Keach from The Long Riders for the truck driver. I want that emerging scream queen from Hollywood here for the co-lead, and the money would come. Road Games should be on your must-see list.